Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Witcher Circus, and today we are playing against one of our old opponents with one of our old teams, right? We're playing with the Immortal Musketeer. So Shep, why are you playing with Immortal Musketeer, you might ask? Well, I was thinking today... No! So you might wonder, oh, that must have been a desync, right? Probably, there's no way your opponent would just see your team and surrender immediately, right? Well, the thing is, I very briefly looked at my opponent's team, and it was a Goliath comp, but it had no stun on the Crusader, meaning that it would be basically unable to break through my guard. It had kind of like a stress Crusader with Writ of Execution and the Pit Fighter's Helm, so it would be unable to break the guard. Even though Goliath comp is decent into this, because the Leopard just goes bam, the Crusader can stun, and the Jester can drop a finale, and if you lose a character on the Immortal Musketeer, you pretty much lose the match. Because my opponent had this kind of weird team, I think they surrendered intentionally, because they did not want to just play like 5 rounds of trying to break through, and then just losing terribly until like round 20. But now I'm playing against Naughty, or not, thank you, I don't know what to say, but they're going with the Hail comp and they're going immediately into the battle ballot. Now, disclaimer, I still suck with this team. I sucked with this team like, wow, I was gonna say 2 years ago, but no, 2 months ago. I wasn't the greatest with this team. I'm still not the greatest with it, but I will try to roll with it and see what I can do. I think I'm gonna keep my Man-at-Arms turn and just use it later, right? I think I'm gonna try to use it later, and for now, I'm just gonna drop a Beast Spile here. The thing is, what they want to do is very quickly kill one of my characters. What I want to do is actually attrition this Bounty Hunter. I want to attrition him down to 0 and basically make my opponent feel like, oh, either I heal the Bounty Hunter or I go aggressive. But if they're spending turns healing the Bounty Hunter, they're not going aggressive, which means they can't kill me. So if I can bring him down to 0 to like a Beast Spile, maybe even a named shot if I get a bit lucky with a stun resistance here or something, it will be very, very good for me. So they do 6 damage to me here, I don't really care, I just click. There's no reason for me to just, you know, not do that at that point. They might go for a pull here on my Musketeer, but I honestly don't care. It's a 45% chance. Even if they get it and the one shot, I should still be fine here because I have the guard, I have lots of things I can do, right? So they're actually gonna go for a mark on my Man-at-Arms. So now this is a bit worrying because I think in this situation I have to stack prot, right? That's what you do when you're in a situation like this. You just click Defender and you stack prot. Sadly, I no longer have my Suffer turn, so maybe what I should have done round 1 is just guard the Flatulent and then have the Suffer to get rid of the mark. Maybe that's what I should have done, but we'll see what happens here, right? It's a learning experience anyway, regardless of us losing or us winning. But yeah, it's gonna be a big blow with that 35. Definitely hurts. And what the hell, why is my heal in 4th? I was actually wow, why is my shot in 2? This is concerning. Yeah, I was actually fiddling around with the abilities before going into the match because I think I had called a shot on my Musketeer, probably some video I was doing. And yeah, it's very odd. Wow, they're gonna go for the 20% stun chance. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That is crazy. Even with your Sacred Blade and your Tiger Finger, you still don't get... you're definitely not gonna get the stun against this double stun res. At least I hope not. Do I have enough prot to survive here? Here's what I'm gonna do, actually. I'm going to guard again. The reason I'm going to guard it again is because even if I remove the mark now, I don't think I will survive against... I don't think I will survive with just 14 HP, because I'd only have 20 prot because of the Piercing Quarrel, so I would probably just die in that situation regardless. Now I could remove the mark. Now I could remove the mark. But do I want to? Yeah, I want to remove the mark here. I think we do it. I'm either removing the mark or I'm going Reclaim. Did I get to go first is the question. And no, I did not get to go first, of course. Of course I didn't. What do you think, Chef? Oh, they just mark again! Okay, that's a bit preoccupying. I will have to go for a Manacles here then onto this Jester. Or something of the likes. I cannot allow this finale to happen, obviously. Yeah, that is a bit preoccupying, huh? Actually, it might be fine. Believe it or not. It might actually be fine. Because after they shoot, I will just heal, and I'll have enough HP because I have 30 prot, right? You know what? It's fine. I'm just gonna go for this, because after they shoot, I'm gonna go up to like 15 HP again, because I have plus healing received on him. And that's even if they do enough damage, which, I mean, I'm 99% sure they do. Yeah, 70 prot, who cares, right? She's just gonna crit twice in a row. This is what's most broken about the Arbles. It's not even the fact that she's, you know, insanely broken in terms of her stats, in terms of everything that she has. It's that if you get the crit, then you're gonna do even more damage the next turn. So just stacking prot becomes a really difficult strategy. They're gonna do 22 damage here, by the way, into 70 prot. Yeah, that's just insane. And I'm just going to have to heal here, but 13, come on. I'm getting minerals. I have plus 75% healing received. But yeah, in this situation, I still have 70 prot, so I'm kind of hoping that I just survive here. But if they get like a zealous for, I don't know, a crit for 5 damage on my man at arms, then I'll just have to do something else. Of course they do that. Why wouldn't they? Oh my god, this game is funny. Oh, this game is so funny. Okay, of course they get the 20% stun. Yeah, oh, I can't be ousted. I can't be ousted. Isn't that what they say? The CVA, ICVA, yeah. That is insane. There's no way they have enough damage to finale here. They're gonna manacles or Dark Snap. I'm not entirely sure. They don't have to finale yet. That's the thing, right? They don't have to drop the finale just yet. They're gonna harvest into the repulse. Whoa, it hurts. Oh, it hurts a good bit. I'm still gonna have the prot, so I'm just going to click here so they don't finish him into a stun target. Because with the prot, it's gonna make the damage way less significant. But yeah, they're gonna go for the 45. Yeah, of course they get it. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they get the 20? Why wouldn't they get the 44 crit twice? Why wouldn't they get the 20? And why wouldn't they get the 45 here as well? Yeah, and they get to go first too. So now they're gonna stun my musketeer. Oh man! Oh, what do I do here? Oh, this just feels horrid. Yeah, I guess it's not the greatest situation for me to be in the first place, but okay. I think this is I think this is a guarding situation. The thing is, even if I guard, I'm screwed. But there is hope if I guard. That's the thing. If I guard here, there is hope, because with the guard that I do right now, they can still shoot through, right? But there's a chance they don't do enough damage. Yeah, with the crit, they're probably gonna do enough damage. But what I think my opponent would do here is not that. That doesn't really do anything for them. That's odd. That is a very odd move by my opponent, and I think that's a throw as well, but we'll see. What I was expecting them to do is to shoot my musketeer, and then I don't have any direct healing because, you know, my musketeer is stunned. So they could just shoot, and then they would try to go for a Dirk Snap kill, but I could go for manacles, and then they would go Caltros, but because I had 30 prot, they wouldn't do enough damage, blah blah blah. But I need to actually play here, so I think I'm still going to press Suffer on this musketeer, just so they don't shoot her. I think this is the best move. I could have done something else, but I mean, I have 70 prot here. This should not be a one-shot, right? Clueless. This should not be a one-shot. I don't think so, at least. I am kind of regretting my decision. I could have just kept the musketeer guarded in position 4 after I move. 70 prot, it really neuters the finale damage when you have 70 prot. You know, that's the thing, it really does. But they have Dirk Stab into finale here, so I think I'm screwed. Yeah, I do think I'm screwed in this situation. It is unfortunate. They got the crit again, by the way. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they get another crit, huh? The Butcher's Circus, the Circus of Butchers, my beloved game. Maybe they greed the finale. Just barely, man. It does 14 to 25. Oh, just barely. Oh, that's so annoying. And now I've lost. It is deserved because I'm playing the Immortal Musketeer, right? But yeah, basically my idea for picking this team was like, you know, I've been gone for 2 months. There's probably an Immortal Musketeer game still going on, right? There's probably one of those still going on at this point in time. But yeah, now I just surrender. I've lost. I don't think there is too much I can do here, so let's just go for match number 2. So yeah, match number 2, I'm up against a novice called Neko that is just playing kind of a weird stress DOT team. Very odd stuff that they have going on here, but I mean, I don't think they're gonna be able to break through, so I'm just gonna skip this along to the end. And there we go, it only took 8 rounds and 2 dead characters, but my opponent finally surrendered. Let's move on to match number 3. So here I am in a match against another novice, and in the previous match I was kinda thinking, well, you know 135J-Man has 3 golden rules, right? One of them is to always go for the crit finale, the other is to always surrender against novices, and the other is to always pass when your opponent passes. I think those are the 3 golden rules. But if you always surrender against novices, I mean, what if they want to play against you, right? What if they want to basically learn that what they're doing doesn't work? You know, I think you kind of need to teach them, right? I guess that does need to happen here. So they actually have puncture, so this could work, question mark? This very odd team, I don't even know what to do against it. I think, oddly enough, it's a defender angle here. We just go for the guard to give myself protection, but yeah, if I'm a novice and I see like Shepherd Doggy on the enemy side, I want to be like, okay, I've been practicing for this the past like 2 hours, you know, since I started playing the Butcher's Circus, and I want to see if my team's actually doing well. And then he just surrenders, and it's like, no. But even if every Darkest opponent surrenders as they face you, then you just go to Apprentice for free, and then they're gonna fight you? It doesn't make much sense, J-Man. I don't really understand. So now I'm just playing the novice matches, but, you know, I kind of just don't show them, because 99.9% of the times they're not gonna be that much fun. Because, you know, usually the novice player has worse trinkets, sometimes doesn't even have the flagellant and the shield breaker. Doesn't know what they're doing, right? They pretty much don't stand a chance. It's putting, what do you call it? There's a lot of comparisons I could do here, but it's basically like putting a tiny ant against a giant beetle, right? I guess that's the most generalist comparison I could make. So yeah, the protection here is just gonna keep me safe for a while, and I'm going to drop some restoration on this man-at-arms if they want to keep dropping that. And this is a very odd team because it kind of works. It looks so odd because there's a Shieldbreaker Flagellant, and I do see like decent trinkets, Crimson Hook, Silver Syringe, that's fine. These ones not fine. These ones okay-ish. Spiked Bat is a funny choice when you have like Eagle Eye Talisman, but you know, it's not the worst thing I've witnessed. Definitely not the worst thing. So I guess I'm just gonna keep on gaming because this looks like something fun they're cooking up, but I want to see what happens when your Shield Breaker goes to position 3 and now you have to go Puncture. When I start doing stress to you and you still have only Reclaim as the Flagellant. When the Leper has to just deal with too much protection, what is he gonna do then? That is my question. Because I'm just going to guard here again. I'm gonna go up to 70 prot, and now sadly, my Flagellant isn't going up to 70 prot. But wait, with your guard, don't you buff a target by plus 30 prot while guarded, and bleed res and blight res? Yes, but the thing is, when you guard them again, you just reset the duration. You don't add additional stats, nor do you like increase the duration, you reset the duration. And this only happens with the man-at-arms guard. The doggy guard, you know, the Houndmaster, when he guards, and if he guards twice in a row, those buffs that are here just stack. It's not just the guard, it's not just the buff self, but you also buff the target that you're guarding, which usually shouldn't matter. Because, I mean, you're guarding them anyway, so harm shouldn't come their way, but it usually does. Usually some harm will come their way, but yeah, the buffs with the doggy stack. The buffs with the Antiquarian stack, you know, you give buffs to the character that's guarding you, those stack as well. But the buffs with the man-at-arms don't, they just reset, they just disappear, and then as you guard, they just get added again. And I don't understand why that happens. I don't know if that's intentional, as like a balance, for a balance reason, But it's just silly, in my opinion, is what it is. I do just think it is silly. Because if they want to make it differently, then, you know, just word it differently, because what it says here is that it buffs the target, and it should add on top, but the buffs just gets removed. For this to be right, it would have to say buff target, blah blah blah, and it would have to say as well, remove buff. You know, it would have to do something like that. I'm not entirely sure what you could do to make this happen, but you know, such is the way of the Butcher's Circus. Just, and not really Butcher's Circus, such is the way of Darkest Dungeon with the spaghetti code, right? Yeah, what can I do about it? Well, what I can do about it is skip this match along to the end, because this is gonna take ages. This is just Immortal Musketeer being Immortal Musketeer. Even though my opponent is playing with a Leper in position 3, a Shieldbreaker with Jack, Chopper, Gladiator's Helm, a Flagellant in position 4, and the Crusader without the great trinkets. This match is just gonna take freaking forever. I'm even losing in this situation, actually. I should have been spamming that ranging shot. And, oh, of course, the ranging shot, the funny, the 85% chance. And there's a 15% chance that you don't get the stress heal. So I'm actually just gonna have to bolster here for the stress resistance, but I'm just gonna skip this along to the end. Alright, and there we go. It only took 7 rounds, and my man-at-arms eating a bit too much stress, but we finally won. It got a bit dicey at the start, because my opponent was just able to spam Reclaim, and it felt like I wasn't able to break through, but yeah, their Flagellant didn't even have Redeem, and the Reclaim is good against the immediate blight damage, but it's not gonna survive in a prolonged war of attrition, which is what the Immortal Musketeer is just here to do, right? So back to Darkest One, and let's go for match number 4. And here we go, straight into a match number 4 against another novice. This one seems to have something slightly better though. Seems to be a Leper, which, you know, trinketed well, Flagellant trinketed well. Grave Robber Vestal backline, they seem to have decent trinkets, so this might actually be a fun match, right? Even with 2 stun resistance trinkets against a Vestal, you only have a 5% chance of resisting her stun, by the way. Yeah, the Circus in a nutshell, right? The Circus. Well, I suppose in this situation you just go Beastfile, and this is really what I don't like about Immortal Musketeer, is that if you really want to play every match out, if your opponent doesn't surrender, it's gonna take, even against matches that you don't have any matchups that's like, okay, I'm gonna win in 3 rounds. It doesn't happen, so the game just gets so dull, because every match is an absolute crawl. But this is just perfectly made for the, what do you call it, for the Immortal Musketeer players, because they love this. They love this crawl of a match. Not only do they love the way it's set out, they do something else on top. They make it so if you don't surrender, instead of finishing you off, they're just going to heal their characters to full and fully remove their stress, and then they're gonna post it on the Discord, right? I'm hinting at a certain someone that I know. His name is Tiger Fingerman, and that's just what he does. He just enjoys doing this for 3 hours a day. I think he still does it. I don't think he's taken a break like I am. Sometimes I see him online, and yeah, it's just quite wild that someone could actually enjoy this sort of gameplay. It doesn't. I don't understand it. I don't understand. Like, it's fun as like once or twice, but to play this every single match, and he does play this every single match. He's only gonna play other stuff if he's exceptionally bored, or, you know, sometimes he does like one trinket change, and it's like the biggest change he's done to the team in ages. I do remember that he tried putting Rancid Cure-All on the Man-at-Arms and then taking the Snuff out to like put it on the Flagellant or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I have tried removing the Exotic Snuff on the Musketeer and just adding the Brass Bugle for the walls, and, you know, if there's a stress team, you're pretty much doing super well. If there's a damage team, it's gonna be a bit rough, but you kind of just have to guard the Musketeer. But if that happens, you're not gonna have your guard for these other characters, so it gets dicey. But you do have the Snuff on the Flagellant if that happens, so it's not the end of the world. Also, that's a lot of DOT, it's freaking Flagellant. That is a lot of deity he's doing to us. Is there any way I want to respond to it? Yeah, just surviving, I guess. Sadly, I don't have the rancid cure roll on my MAA for that extra. What is it that trinket gives? 40 bleed res, 40 blight res, 30 debuff res? Is that what it does? I can't remember too well. I just remember it being quite a funny trinket, and ouch, their team does a lot of damage. Yeah, even, I mean, the Leopard just missed his first hew against 2 characters with 1 and 0. I missed that actually. He missed his hew against a 0 dodge and against a 1 dodge character. They did have the round 1 buff, but that's still hilarious. Still absolutely hilarious that happened. I'm just gonna keep spamming Valor here. I technically should be using Defender in this situation. Kind of just to... Yeah, I don't know, I could be using Defender, but I don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference. I think just Belling here for the stress and the minus damage is just gonna be better. I'm actually gonna Purge, which I'm fine with, and yeah, it doesn't even work. So I'm just gonna drop a Reclaim here on someone. So basically the rule with your Reclaims versus your Suffers is that you spam Reclaim for like the first couple of rounds, and you only use Suffer when there's a lot of DOT in there. So instead of just trying to remove the 6 bleed here, I add the Reclaim on top. And I just ignore the bleed for now. They might go for a bleed again, they might whiff it, they might not whiff it, and if they get a bleed again, I'll still drop another Reclaim. Then they get another bleed, and then I go for a Suffer and I still have like 12 regen on there, and they have no bleed, right? And then I have like 30 bleed on my Flagellant, but he's already at this store, so it doesn't matter, and he's guarded. That's kind of just the idea, to try and counter these DOT teams, but it is, it can be tricky at times. It can definitely be tricky. I don't know whether I should heal or shoot here. This is so odd. Do I heal or do I shoot? Because they have a Vestal with big healing, so I think I heal here. Yeah, I think I just heal here. I don't think I shoot. Because if I want to win this, it's probably going to have to be through the stress angle, because, I mean, they have Exsanguinate, they have... Okay, they don't have Solemnity, but they have big Vestal healing, and I kind of can't counter that just with Beast Spile aim shot. I can try, but I don't think it's gonna work all that well, so let's not try that just yet. I'm gonna go for... Oh, that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage, but I'm gonna go for another Reclaim here onto this Abomination. He should heal for a bit more because of the plus healing received that he has. I have used the patch up 2 turns in a row, so it could make a tiny bit of a difference. Yeah, they're immediately gonna go for the chop. I knew it. I knew they were gonna go for the chop, but all is well, because... here's the thing, right? I can guard, but they can just hew start of next round, and there really isn't too much I can do about it. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but such is the way of the Butcher Circus. I guess I just heal in this situation then. I'm just gonna drop a patch up here. I'm not really worrying too much about a punish, like doing 12 damage against 10 prots. It should have to, with a bellow debuff, I don't think that's gonna happen. Even with Giant Chopper Spiked Bat, I don't think that's a possibility. But yeah, some situations you just guard there first, and okay, he's stunned now. Now I definitely have to guard. He's stunned for this round and the next, by the way, so yeah, this is a difficult spot to be in. I'm in quite a pickle, you see. Yes, I am. I'm in quite a pickle. They're removing my bleed resistance, actually. The Rancid Cure Hole here would not be good. This is actually a thought-out team. What do I do then? I think I still go for the guard. Yeah, we still go for the guard here. If they want to punish me, so be it. I'm gonna drop to this door and things will be fine, right? Because I go last. So I'll be able to drop to this store going last, but then they go first. It's rough. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait out the Leper action. Maybe drop a preemptive heal on there, we'll see. They get a bleed on me, but I have enough regen to counter. And yeah, I just keep spamming Beast Spile. Yeah, just keep on spamming. We do not care. We get this Grave Robber down to 0, we get this Flagellant down to 0, and eventually they will crumble under the pressure. Such is the war of attrition that the Immortal Musketeer just tries to do. I'm remembering when I had to cast this team in the tournament. Yeah, you know, I was casting the players playing with some teams. Some people really like playing with the Immortal Musketeer. It was kind of like a an Immortal Musketeer fever that happened. It was horrible, but you know, what can I do about it, right? Just the Musketeer fever, and it got so bad that people were actually playing Immortal Musketeer against Immortal Musketeer. Now, can you imagine trying to have to cast that for like 30 minutes in a row? The most exciting thing happening was the Abomination clicking transform. Like, oh my god, he clicked transformation! What is he gonna do with it? And it was quite exciting, but yeah, just Circus things, I guess. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to drop a hue here, unless I transform. But I actually don't want to transform. The reason I don't want to do it is because then they're just gonna be able to freely drop Rain of Sorrows on me and DOT both these backliners, and I won't even be able to hit back with anything, and that's honestly just not very fun. So I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, he had quite a cool quote there, and this fragile, broken something. Sadly, I didn't read all of it. The quotes go away really quickly. I don't know if there's a way to change that in the settings. I didn't even click it, and it still went away really quickly, but yeah, I have no idea where to change that. Well, I'm sure there's a mod for it, though. They're gonna go for the lunge. I don't think they understand the concept of guarding. I really don't think they do. But maybe they're being smarter than I am here, because I am taking just enough DOT to fall to their store in this situation. So I am actually gonna have to take a risk here. I'm gonna have to gamble. Oh, okay, that helps me for sure. That does help me a fair bit, but now I'm gonna have to gamble on my Flagellant's life, because they're gonna be able to hew. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I am so dumb sometimes. I do realize that I could have just gone for the slam and then they can't hew me, because I would be guarding a character in position 1. Yeah, let's... Wait, I can still do it. I can still just move back. Right. Yeah, see, you gotta be smart. You gotta use your 30 seconds and not talk to an imaginary mic for the entire 30 seconds like I do. You gotta be wise about this. And yeah, now they can't get a death blow, even though it was an 8% and very not very likely to happen. Now they're just never gonna get it. It's not just unlikely, it's a never. And that's what you want. I'm just gonna keep spamming this B spell because that's all I know what to do. I press the build button. Hey guys, I pressed the build button. It's working. I'm winning now. I'm pressing the build button. Okay, do I just keep... Yeah, I just keep dropping Reclaim here, don't I? Yeah, I think I do. I think this is gonna be the move from now on. We just press Reclaim until we win, because they can't hurt me anymore. If they had Cloak and Dagger on this Grave Robber, she would be able to Shadow Fade and then go for the death blow. But just as I said that, I realized actually no, they wouldn't, because I kind of counter stealth teams with the ranging shot. It's just really solid ability. They can't do anything about it. So yeah, unfortunate if you are my opponent here. I could drop them to this store with my aimed shot. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's drop them to this store with the aimed shot. Yeah, look, they're gonna take DOT now and die. The DOT is gonna get the death blow. Can you imagine if DOT still had a chance of getting death stores? That would be wild. That would be just wild, but no, it doesn't happen. And yeah, that would be insanely broken, not wild. It would be insanely broken, and it just wouldn't make sense, and the way the Butcher Circus is built, because it's built on a character getting a death blow on the other, not a character just dying on the ground. That's stress team shenanigans. We don't do stress team shenanigans here. It's funny because Immortal Musketeer usually doesn't win through the stress. It usually just wins through doing a steady amount of DOT to a character, and the stress also being there, right? But it's not like you have Wretch's Cloak on your Abomination. You just transform twice and boom, they're all having heart attacks. You usually don't win through heart attacks. Unless it's Immortal Musketeer versus Immortal Musketeer, then it could happen. Emphasis on could. Most of the time it's just your Flagellant running out of heals before the opponent's Flagellant runs out of heals. But this is definitely a build turn. I have a store check, and this is just what this team does. Sure, you've exerted a decent amount of pressure onto my end, but at the same time I've exerted a decent amount of pressure onto your end. And now if you try going defensive, the DOT is is probably still enough to bring it down to 0. Even if it isn't, I'm also stacking stress, and if you're taking your foot off the pedal, you're not going to be able to actually finish my characters off because, you know, I'm still defending as I am spamming the spiral. This move is both offensive and defensive at the same time, so I am chilling here. That's that's just another way of putting it. I am just absolutely chilling right now. So yeah, I'm gonna drop a heal onto the Abomination. I can just do this forever with the Flashpoint. I really don't care. I also don't have to drop the Redeems here. You don't just relinquish the pressure of Redeem or Exsanguinate if you are allowed not to. Is that the way of putting it? Yeah, that is the correct way of putting it. If I can not use it, I will not use it, and instead just keep dropping their claim so I can always have that big heal just available at a moment's notice, right? So I'm gonna drop a Bellow here, just keep doing that extra little bit of stress. I'm so close to the Affliction on the Leper, which could be game-changing. For better or for worse, hopefully for better though. Rapturous doesn't self-oof, and I'm definitely gonna go for the death blow here with the aimed shot. There's really no reason for you to do anything else, and yeah, that's why you bring aimed shot on the Musketeer, in the Immortal Musketeer, by the way. You're not trying to win through stress by like just bringing Smokescreen or something. You go aimed shot because sometimes you have to focus a character down with this team. Sometimes if they have like Shield Breaker Jester, if they have this combination of characters, they're gonna break your guard and they're gonna finale your ass. So you can't defend, you have to go on the offense. And you can't go on the offense if you don't at least have aimed shot on the other moves, because this team sucks at going on the offense, but there's worse. There's worse than this team for doing that. So here I'm gonna take a bit of a risk by clicking my regen, because now they can bring me down to 0 and then I don't have a regen to click. But at the same time it's fine because I still have a direct healer and I still have another direct healer. One of them heals for like 25 as well, so I imagine we will be perfectly okay. They're gonna do 15 damage to me. Oh, that's 2 characters actually. Holy crap. I did not think that would have happened. Oh no, I forgot. Flashing daggers is strong. Yeah, this is a good move. Okay. Well. It would appear that the buffoon is flummoxed. They have a death blow. Yeah, they have the potential of getting a death blow. In that case, what do I do? Well, I need to save one of them. You know to save, right? Yeah, we know to save. We saved the Abomination. He's a good boy. And then we click the Man-at-Arms. We waste the DOT. If he survives, we're goody. If he doesn't survive, it's gonna be really bad, but no. So thankfully he does survive. Never punished Shepherd Doggies, so I'm just gonna guard. I don't have to guard anymore. Yeah, I'm just gonna Bellow here. Yeah, I won't have to guard anymore because I'm gonna drop the Redeem, right? And it's gonna heal me for 30, by the way. If I don't get a crit, it's a 12% chance of getting a crit, because it totally makes sense. The thing is, AoE healing has a 5% chance of getting a crit. Single target healing has a 12% chance of getting a crit heal. But here's the thing, Redeem, despite being a heal that heals 2 characters, is a single target heal twice. That's how it works. It's a single target heal twice, so it still has a 12% chance of critting. Same thing with the Crusader's Rally to the Flame. And yeah, they're just... What did they go? Oh, they went irrational. Yeah, that's not too good for my opponent. Not at all. And I might just preemptive heal here. Honestly, they have a bit of dodge, so I'm actually going to go ranging shot. Let's get rid of some of that stress, give myself a bit of accuracy so I can actually hit that Grave Robber. And I'm not going to go for a stun, because she actually has decent stun resistance. But she's going to Flashing Daggers me here. I don't care, I have regen. So we just regen our way out of this door. It should heal for 8. Right, yeah, it does heal for 8, and that should be the Affliction, right? And no, not quite. She has Numbing Instance. Yeah, almost afflicted, almost. Ooh, the corpse is gonna go away, which means that I'm actually gonna be able to bile the vessel from now on. I don't think I've hit her directly, and she's already at 68 stress. That's quite good. Okay, that's a massive heal, but does it really matter at the end of the day? I guess it could, but it'll be okay for me, because I'm still gonna win through stress, right? Am I though? Am I though? Should I still keep playing this? Or is there a chance that I lose? There's always a chance that you lose, Shep. There's always a chance that you win. And of course, there's always a chance that you lose. That's kind of how a coin works. You have two sides to it, right? So yeah, I do still imagine there is hope for my opponent. If I were my opponent, I would keep on gaming here, even though the Flagellant still has 4 of his... he still has 4 of his 5 heals. Oh man. This character, if you didn't know, not only do you have 5 massive heals, when you die you heal the other characters too. Yeah, it's just a fun day. It really is just a fun day in Circus Land, but I'm gonna go for the Bile here, that's 2 afflictions. But Shep, you wasted your regen! She's gonna bring you down to 0 now. Haha, guess what? If she tries to do that, if she tries to bring me down to 0, well, for starters, she'd surpassed. Secondly, I can just click my Flagellant, and because I dropped to their store, I actually heal the Abomination out of their store, and then I can drop a heal to like Exsanguinate or something if I want to. We'll see. She goes Flashing Dagger. Yeah, she doesn't even do enough damage. I'm dropping too many bellows. She also went Irrational. That's 2 Irrationals, 1 Abusive. Yeah, that's really not that good. But now I can just drop a bellow here, and yeah, this is becoming a bit much. I want to see my opponent drop a Judgment on the A-Bomb. I just want to see it, because I won't even heal the A-Bomb with the Musketeer. I'm gonna drop to their store with the Flagellant, I'm gonna drop a Reclaim, and then I'm gonna heal the Flagellant. Okay, they go for the Dazzling Light, which is an even worse decision. And wow, that's a crit for 12, yeah. Yeah, that hurts. That must hurt. I'm gonna drop to their store here. There's the healing. Very nice, very good to see. We drop a regen on there, and now I heal the Flagellant. Yeah, it's broken, but we love it, right? This is just what you do. This is just what you do. And now what I could do here is I'd basically kill one more of my opponent's characters, and then I would just go full on the defense, heal all my characters up to full, and fully remove their stress, and then I would... Yeah, I've said this already, but... You know, I take a screenshot, post the Darkest Dungeon Discord, and say, yeah, Immortal Musketeer is the best, boys. We all know it, we all love it, and oh, this is actually annoying. I have to move forward now with my Man-at-Arms. That is so mildly inconvenient, is what it is. That is so mildly inconvenient of a move there for me to deal with, yeah. Oh no, I had to move forward. They're gonna Flashing Daggers. Oh no. They did the same amount of damage with the Flashing Daggers as I did with the Repulse, by the way. That's funny. But yeah, I'm able to just drop a pile here now. She's probably dead. Yeah, yeah. It's time. It's time, boys. It's time for me to heal back up to full. You know what? You know what? For the memes, I'm actually gonna do it. If my opponent does not surrender here, I'm actually gonna try to heal back up to full and just fully remove stress and do all the shenanigans. I'm unironically gonna try to do that. Of course, first I have to take care of this bozo, but let's just do that real quick. What? Crit 23! I don't even have a damage trinket, and she still crits for 23. Oh, the double crit heal, massive, absolutely massive. Yeah, just crit for 12, crit for 10, 34 self heal, 26 on the MA. How much healing did I do that round with the Flagellant? Yeah, oh, it looked like my team was kind of dropping on the health bars, but no. Almost full HP, almost full HP, full HP, and he still has regen on him, right? Yeah, fun game. Oh, you know what? You look at this. Now I actually have plus damage. I have the snuff value, so I'm doing 11 to 20. Yeah, that's good enough. It's good enough. She's a goner. She's a goner. And then there was one. The last man standing. The Leperino. Can he stand 1v4? Oh, it's last hero standing. I thought it said last man standing. Then I guess it says last hero standing. I guess it makes more sense. They go for the round 11 revenge. Oh, that's massive. They're gonna win now, guys. Trust. They're gonna win now. Okay, I need to get the team back in position. So I think we guard here, right? So he does less damage to us. I do have 2 Death Star recovery things, so it's gonna be a bit more annoying, but we just heal here. Yeah, it's gonna be the move. We just heal. I'm sorry, Dr. D. I'm guessing that's what your name is, Dr. D or something. And I'm gonna move. Yeah, I have to move forward to position 1 here. It's okay. We just moved to position 1, and then we guard the flagellant. Yeah, my bad for not guarding the flagellant here, my bad. Urn Cobra in Elder Days, a Forest of Black. Irrational Leper always has the best ones. But we drop another guard here. Yes, we keep doing this. And now I'm gonna go for the Stress Seal. So, because I don't want to subject you to this, I'm just gonna skip along to the end. Alright, and there we go. Not exactly perfect, but as you can see, almost full health bars, no stress, round 18. Well, at least it wasn't round 40, right? But GG's to my opponent for not surrendering and fighting on to the bitter end, and probably hating me forever for doing what I did to them. But, you know, that's what you get if you don't surrender, I guess. If you get to that sort of situation, it is honorable to surrender because, you know, you're kind of just trusting your opponent not to have a heart attack IRL on the spot and still being able to finish the match in a reasonable manner. But, you know, if you just decide not to surrender, it's kind of your opponent's turn to do whatever the hell he wants, and that includes toying with you if you do not surrender. So, yeah, just save yourself the trouble and give your opponent a faster win so you can move on to the next match if you find yourself in a situation like that. Unless there's still a chance of winning. If you truly believe there's still a chance of winning, then game on. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers!